Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights from the NLC Spring 2025.
Sorry to interrupt you, but
careful.
yeah, he's the target of an invade here. Dandem jumped over the grub wall.
Actually, they've just completely sent in. Q comes down. First blood for Bucci. Nice and easy. Dandem gonna get himself a grump as well.
Yes, that early ward placed down by Bucci really ratted Velia out in that one. And because he's taking Ghost on this Gwen, which is pretty standard, doesn't mean you don't have the flash to get away from these early plays, as Baus now might just lose his own flash.
Red buff on Bucci. Able to secure the kill. Nice and easy.
Okay, good stuff. Because he got a pickaxe on his reset going into that Eclipse most likely.
Reckless has found Bizguard. Bizguard is going to not get caught because it's actually over to Baus, securing a kill onto Bucci. Bizguard now in danger, going low. Reckless will secure the kill with the auto.
Yeah, not the optimal target to get the kill there is a Rakan, but it's a kill nonetheless.
The solo kill in the top lane. And then suddenly, Lost of Tennis just answer out with 2 solo kills for themselves. They're now going to transition this into that Chemtech Drake. Grubs aren't even up yet.
Top sides now. Like you want to leverage this reaction strength early. Like you want to play for these Grubs here. We'll see if it's able to do it as Bucci's gone in, but again, only level 5.
Got a big chunk, but Baus is continuing to fire away. Baus has that ultimate. Secures himself that feat of strength. Secures himself the solo kill. And he doesn't care, man. He's just walking it down. Meanwhile, Baus could be under some serious threat here. DMG going to be closing in. They've got that knockup. Baus doesn't have the ultimate. Does try and get himself away, but he's caught inside the misfortune. Knock up onto multiple people, keeping himself healing with a passive as Bizguard makes his way forward. Fateski's going low. Baus is doing his best to hold on. Is able to get a big chunk of damage out of all of those players and clear the wave. But ultimately, DMG with 4 killing.
They get the Nemesis, top side of the map as well. Bucci had to recall, and so this, the whole tower's gone, man.
Turn their attention towards this dragon. Dandem's making his way over, though. Baus, not actually in the area. Bucci being a bit greedy there, overstaying.
Yeah, well, the team, I mean, that's, Crowny.
For Lost Ratones to then widen this gold gap even further. I say that as Baus potentially finds himself in a bit of danger, trying to make a run for it. Is going to look for the knock up onto Calmsky. He's able to evade away from him. And Baus, I think he's just recognized he needs to clear the wave and keep the tower alive. And that's exactly what he's going to do. All of those get picked up. Baus will trade his life out. But again, what's the cost? They lose the Rift Herald. They may even lose their top lane for this. That is a massive chunk of the Bucci. Caught by the ultimate. Reckless has to jump away as the bullet time comes out. And Bucci walks away with 53 HP. The charge of the Herald comes in, though. And that is going to be mid lane tower going exceptionally low. I don't think Calmsky's really got the defense. They're actually going for the old runaround on the Herald here. Just going to make a run.
He's going to try to steal the dragon with it.
No way.
Here he comes.
Here he comes. Dandem's in danger. Doesn't get caught by the knockup. Velia has to use the W already. No flash available. He gets caught by the crescendo and all of the lockdown catches him in place. Velia having a little bit too much fun with that one.
That was an interesting play. That is certainly one of the plays of all time in League of Legends. Not going to work out, but I respect it. It looked pretty cool. It looked pretty funky. But he's going to fall. I don't know. The position on the map. The fact that the kill went over to Soren as well, not ideal.
We got our Archangels, I guess. That's my my one bit of copium there. Jeez. So got a lot of mana to work with. Reckless finds a knock up into the double knock up from Nemesis. Deadly Flourish keeps him rooted. Calmsky flashes away into the waiting hands of Crowny as now Dandem's been run down. Caught with another knock up. Double kill for Crowny. Teleport coming in as well from Baus, and Fateski needs to be careful. That is a scary, scary Cho'Gath.
Focuses, because we've got 3.5 minutes until Dragon, 1.5 for Atakan. I would say like
a reset and walk over. Looks like they're out looking for something onto Velia, though. Has got the needlework and the ghost. Is going to get jumped onto. Jumps over the wall. Throws down that W for a bit of safety. It's going to put a bit of extra damage in. Dandem's actually starting to go a little bit low here. That's Snips catching on as Velia ease away. Throws down the ultimate. Dandem now has to flash away. There goes the crescendo. Only hits onto 1. The flash from Baus secures the kill. Into the knockup. Another needlework comes down as they continue to try and put some damage out. Silence onto all 4 members. Baus finds the knockup. He needs to clear the way for that. Bullet time is making quick work of him, but Calmsky collects another kill. The Sonar is getting fed and no one else.
And the question remains, at what cost? Bot side is getting hammered by Nemesis. The mid tier 2 has now fallen in favor of Lost Ratones as well. Yes, they picked up a kill, but
seal it. Dandem Not even going to think about it at this point. They're going to pick this up. Nice and easy. And Baus, just another stack for him. And he's left to collect the flowers.
Oh, man. DMG now.
A little bit of copium news for DMG fans is Dragon Soul's probably not going to be on the cards this game, and if so, it's so valuable this game. There's an Eclipse, there's a Bloodthirster, and there's a Sona. With an Archangels, he is going to be absolutely cutting through those shields, opening up into Nemesis. Deadly Flourish goes wide. Crownie's trying to make a run away, and it looks like Dandem is going to get popped. Nemesis able to secure that kill, and now the curtain has been called. Faceski caught for the knockup. Nemesis doesn't quite hit on with the Q, but he flashes over. Faceski's going low. Nemesis secures himself one as Bizguard runs away. Caught in the knockup, though. Nemesis's damage is absolutely brutal here. He gets the triple. He gets the quadra. They might even go for it. Bucci's on the run. Nemesis jumps over the wall. The team are going to continue to chase. There's the Deadly Flourish. In comes Nemesis. It's going to be a penta, baby. Nemesis with the penta!
Pentakill for the rat in the mid lane. Nemesis hit that Infinity Edge, hit 3-item spike, and he decided to end the game there. And then 5 kills on the bounce. 0-0-3, straight survive. 5-0-3. Didn't have to mess about with that one, did he? He took his time to get his first kill in the game, and once that came down, the rest soon to follow.
That was absolutely beautiful from Nemesis. He's just been slowly getting crazy strong this game. Velia actually gets outsmited, but I don't think that really matters too much to him. Doesn't get caught by the Q and misses the snip. Skarmsky's coming in. Velia is going to get so much damage down. Sends him packing. He's still got the needlework, and now the double kill for him. Bizguard's trying to make a runaway, flashes over the wall, and Nemesis is there. It's the time for the Gwen to get the triple. Oh my word, Los Ratones looks scary as hell.
That is horrifying to watch, dude. Nemesis just 1v2'd the ADC and mid in that previous team fight, and now Velia's 1v3 as well. That's just not cool, man. It's not cool at all. I think DMG will be happy to see the back of this game.
Mid and bot lane haven't died once this game here for Los Ratones. They've been having an absolute killer performance. Faceski throws out the bullet time, trying to kill them, not going to get it. The curtain has been called. Bucci will fall, and in jumps Nemesis to secure a double. Down they go. It wouldn't be a Los Ratones game without Baus jumping onto the fountain, but
I like that angle, actually. Yeah, first of all, it's pretty much only Reckless that we have seen play Janna on more or less regular basis.
Trying to bring something unique against Los Ratones, because they are just so head and shoulders above everyone else here in the NLC. And speaking of unique, a level 3 gank from Sejuani will certainly fit that bill. Here he goes.
Nemesis gets some damage in, doesn't quite get enough auto attacks to reset the W. Has got his jungler in the area. Nemesis still holding on to that flash. There's Dandem flashing forwards. Nemesis able to break away, but the lockdown is there. And Bizguard secures first blood.
Dandem does it again. This early pathing to find himself and his team the advance. Invested time top. DMG will be starting up this dragon as well. Though he may be in the area. I think they'll be contesting this one though. Baus.
Yeah, I don't think he's living that one. Tries to take the minion taxi away. Bucci hits level 6. He loses, like, what, 2 minions for that as well? Baus kind of struggling here. As this is pretty typical Los Ratones. They do actually favor grubs.
That all got set up, so don't get 3 grubs. Don't get that feat contribution.
There's the ult.
Here we go.
They're going to go in for the knock-up, and everyone gets caught in place. Reckless dives in, finds the lockdown, and Faceski flashes away. But that is not going to save him long. Velia's the one to secure the kill. Dandem too slow to the play. As Los Ratones able to secure that kill. They'll get a plate here as well for their troubles. And they'll look to back off. For Faceski is Baus. Just looking to get a proxy farm on. The problem is Dandem's in the area, so Baus is going to get a Q off. Gonna throw the ultimate out and actually make it a 1 versus 1. Ult comes down though from the side of Bucci. Baus tries to minion taxi away. He will go down. Clears most of the wave. But ultimately, that's his second death of the game. He is definitely in Struggleville as Reckless potentially setting up a dive here on top. He's just going to continue to do the same thing. He's now TP'd back to the top side, and Bucci a little bit slower on that play. Does look like Los Ratones are thinking about making a play here. Bizguard needs to be careful. Shockwave pulls him back in, and down he goes. Nemesis has had a lot of disrespect for Bizguard in this game.
Beautiful. All right. Yeah, that is it, mate. That shockwave catching Tristana mid-leap. The second death to Nemesis. The second time he's had flash available while he's died. If this is just a free dragon as well, then DMG will be laughing, but that was close to being a steal from Velia, which would have been criminal as well. For DMG to let Velia get that.
It becomes infinitely scarier. So I think he did the smart thing of not full sending it without ultimate. If he had ult, that was an absolute kill. As Bizguard getting a little bit of poking coming in onto him, but Velia's trying his best to hold this one down. The lockdown's going to be enough to kill the Janna, though. Trades out 1-for-1 in a 1 versus 3. Velia did their job.
Yeah, is that worth it? Is that worth it for DMG to get a kill onto Olaf, though? Is Baus? I don't think
if they can kill Baus. Maybe it will be. He has got himself the flash. Bucci's losing a lot of HP. Baus goes in. Crowley slides in behind us, secures the shutdown. Dandem's going low. Baus gets the Q, but that's not going to be enough for Dandem. Dandem's going down. Another shutdown. It was the Long Kong, baby. They were just funneling gold so Crowley could get the shutdowns.
Now that is definitely worth it.
They're quite scattered.
Very close stuff for DMG. Now, crucially, third dragon on the map. It's Soul Points.
Baus goes for the wallbang, gets himself caught out, and he is going down for the 4th time this game. Heartbreak for Los Ratones here.
DMG now with that pick, with the option of getting 3 dragons under their belt. Do they full send it for a dragon play? Bucci has teleport, or are they happy to let Bucci push down top and sack this dragon? This is the call right here. The gold onto Bucci or getting put on Soul Point. Baus died and has teleport up in 10 seconds. It looks as though DMG happy to give this dragon up. They will get that tower on the top side as a result. Not a bad trade when all things said and done.
I mean, we saw Nemesis in the last game here, and they are turning their attention towards this Rift Herald. Are we seeing Gods bleed as Bizguard gets caught by the damage? Shockwave lands in. They find the W, the Seraph's there, and that's going to be the shutdown for Nemesis. Able to break away as Calm Sky finds the lockdown. Nemesis flashes away, but Fatesky chasing forward. There's the Janna ultimate to keep them locked in as Nemesis is going low, but the Magnet Storm will pull everybody in, and Crowley secures a kill onto Calm Sky. Dandom's going low. Can Crowley find the shot to finish him up? I don't think he can. This is just going to clear out the wave. Baus died in the middle of that as well. Los Ratones find an answer back, but they're still bleeding on that top lane.
Yeah, it's a 2-for-1, but solo kill bot. Fatesky.
Oh, Fatesky! Not able to get the damage in. Crowley secures the kill. 4-0.
It was worth it. I'd say it was worth it until that death right there. Bucci getting that solo kill bot. See how Fatesky wanted to go for this kill on a Crowley. Almost gets it as well, but man, once you die here, you lose the turret, another kill to Crowley. This is everything. It takes so much on the map. They punish you for that. It's something that the other teams here in the NLC do not execute very well. Bucci with all that attention.
Yeah, I think they'll be very happy with that one, Velia. Just gonna look for a little bit of an annoyance onto Dandem, who does get caught. Knock up lands onto Velia. Is maybe their opportunity to jump onto him. He's thrown the Q down, so the Arcane Smash is there. Reckless, no Magnet Storm. Velia, no ultimate as well. Bucci jumps in, and now we're going to see that Olaf trying to do some work. Reckless can flash away. Doesn't want to be getting a kill up, but Crowley maybe in danger. Fatesky's going to flash forward. They try and keep the threat damage up over there. I can't see what's going on because we're moving back towards top. Reckless is so low. Oof. Can he go down? Are we going to see him finally die today? Reckless breaks away with the W as Kamska chases forward. Fatesky finds himself the kill. Reckless is finally slain. Baus is making his way over. Crowley has no abilities to keep himself going. There comes the ultimate from the Pop. He's going to try and turn the numbers around. That might not be the perfect play, but they're going to turn it as now Dandem's going low. Crowley is chasing forwards. It's a double kill on to Nemesis. Make it a triple. Somehow, Los Ratones stay in that fight.
Kicking Fatesky out with the Poppy ultimate was big right there. Fatesky's missed a Q. Nemesis does have a chance of bringing him down, but Bucci in the mid lane was able to get Bucci with that teleport flank. Now keep an eye on... Nope, let's not keep an eye on that because we got some more action happening. The Pip is the replay, by the way. But Lost Friends start up Nash in real time. We're seeing them do Nash right here, and I think just got absolutely no response for DMG. Bizguard was dead, so I'm not quite sure what's... This is the replay again. when Reckless finally
You know, in that bot side, as charges coming out from Herald, Nemesis needs to be careful because he could get caught by that ultimate. Isn't going to get himself caught yet. Dandem will finally be seen by the sapling as Dandem jumps forwards, gets caught by the arcane smash. There's going to be the ultimate onto Velia. Velia throws down his ultimate in response as in comes Bucci. That Magnus Storm is not going to do anything. They're going to try and find some damage, but in comes Crowley. Can they get the kill? They take out Reckless. They take out no one else. Bouse is coming on the flank though. Velia still alive. Dandem low HP. Can Bouse actually find an opening for his team? Bucci gets some damage in onto Bouse, but Bouse able to break away. DMG are firing on all cylinders versus Los Ratones here.
It is a return, the turret for a kill. Top side is just going to fall by itself, as we see in the pit. Thank you very much for showing us that one. Yeah, it's a toughie right here. Dragon has spawned, but the health bars on DMG, I think, are too low to really get involved here. Crowley's going in for the kill on Bucci.
Yeah, he's looking for him. Does get hit by the shockwave, and that's going to chunk him so heavily. He's still slowed. In jumps Nemesis. He's trying for the tidy up. Can't find the kill onto Bizguard. The pop comes through. The shield will keep him alive. That was unbelievably close. If he didn't shield, he was going down.
But is it enough to do anything sexy here? Bouse is playing with fire right now, and he is burned. Those some 7-degree burns right there. That was reckless. Sounds like a toddler at a firework festival. I'm not sure what that was about. But
really better kind of play that initial kind of team fight defining moment for his team, and instead just kind of has to hope that the damage comes out for him to come in and then mop up.
Ooh, yeah, no, I agree fully. In these team fights, Nemesis has mostly been the cleanup crew, which is great for Trisana with those resets.
He's got ultimate. They're going to look for the damage. I don't think that's on. Magnus Storm lands onto multiple people. In comes Bouse. Interrupted with his ultimate. Crowley goes golden for the moment. Nemesis chases forwards. They're going to try and break away, but that's not going to be enough. Bouse, buddy bot forward. Face key secures the shutdown onto Crowley, as that's going to be Nemesis who gets a kill in response. It's a double kill once again for Nemesis. Wallbang comes in. The triple's going to be there for Nemesis, although Bucci almost kills Nemesis in response. They left him alone, unsupervised.
And they almost got burnt, but he stays alive for now. Able to retreat as well and pick up all those flowers. That has to be, you would think, the nail in the coffin for DMG's hopes in this game. It was all looking... Shaka has quite a lot of mains. You'd be surprised. Raging champion.
The only one I can name is Pinkward. That is the only Shaco player I can name.
Yeah, I have no idea what the new boots are called.
It was like, do you remember the old Orn items? Like, all had their own names?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now they're just Masterworks.
Initialize was complaining about this as well, but we're going to get the fire here.
Velia. He's going to put the lockdown in, and then Nemesis jumps forward. That's going to be so much Nemesis! Oh, Nemesis goes down! They do answer out with Bucci, and Crowley's on tidy up duty this time around. Los Ratones secure a triple kill onto their ADC. Bizguard is the only one left standing, and Bouse is just being a menace. Going to clear out the wave, shove it in. I don't think this Orianna is going to be able to deal with all of Los Ratones making their way forwards. The death timers are too long. He's trying to clear the wave. He's trying to save the day, but he is going to get bot back onto the fountain. Bouse sends him back. Oh, I've never seen one that close. It takes forever to get there. Bouse just going to wallbang him back onto the fountain. Nexus will fall. Bouse will fall as well, as is standard here for Los Ratones. It was a longer game, and DMG actually look like they've got some serious teeth on them, so